And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down around the 37.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. In the red zone this time. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Cook following the penalty, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Play action. It's Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So now 1st and 15. Smith with a give to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing on third down, Smith. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Jermaine Brock. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On third down, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Hey, partner, let me take you league-wide for a second. Surprised right now that we only have 2 3-0 teams remaining, Atlanta and Kansas City?
After last week's games, yes, because a number of them came in with great momentum, and you thought that that would continue. I thought Tampa Bay would win at Minnesota and continue to be undefeated. You know, I thought that Oakland had a great chance to be undefeated after playing at Washington. But this league, parity is the word, and each and every week you better be ready to play. But with Atlanta and Kansas City, I thought Atlanta, they shook off the demons of that Super Bowl slump right there in the first game against Chicago when they won a close one, and they've elevated since then. And Kansas City, they continue to be red hot. The last couple of seasons, they've been hard to beat.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Let's go!
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go!
First down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go!
From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Move 58! Move 58!
Final play of the half. Bridgewater being chased out left. Going deep for Diggs. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tambahali coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And his kick is right through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, we got to make a big pivot because we got a second. We said we wanted to get this in to talk about Kareem Hunt and what he has done, Charles. From off the radar to almost 9 yards per carry. He's been sensational.
Maybe he should change his uniform number from 27 to 1 for all the firsts that he's putting up here as a rookie year. All right, first rookie since Matt Forte of the Bears in 2003 to go over the century mark in all-purpose yards in his first 3 games, each game. 183 yards from scrimmage, including a touchdown in his last ball game against the Chargers. And he's the first rookie with a 50-plus yard touchdown in each of his first 3 games. What a start.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Justin Houston. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Play fake. Bridgewater keeps himself, and the pressure gets to him again. Tomahawley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Smith now going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Terrence Newman with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Tomahawley. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Let's go.
Cook. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the ground, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bradford. And he's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Bridgewater here to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his...
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it. Got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, I ain't. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys that knock off your lid. I dot your go pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Smith's Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Kansas City first, Smith fighting his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Smith. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And some room to work. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He's got some breathing room. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal with the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. After the run, Smith going to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They run it again with Cook. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with punt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run, Cook, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Bridgewater steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Now Cook. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater forced out to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, here's Chris Conley. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Smith on first down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Smith. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On third down, that's Hunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Bridgewater being chased out left. And some space here. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He's to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Smith. Dancing to his left. And some strong running. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Bridgewater now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First down, Bridgewater. They'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarvis Jenkins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Allen Bailey. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Forbath will put this one through. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Smith, rush coming, and he's taken down. Emerson Griffin in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Smith. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Play action now. Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Forced out to his left. And Rudolph has it left side. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people...
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st down, Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down. In motion, Hill. 2nd and 10, Smith again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Smith. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal.
Since my early Spread the camera, please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain. Off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt you. I was